in the past people would stick to one newspaper. People who would buy 2 or 3 newspapers were very rare, or they would do it for professional reasons. And so you would stick to, if you take the French landscape, you would have the Figaro on the right, the Libération on the left, and people would stick to their chapel rather than read the other side. And even culturally, you see, for example, I worked at Libération for 26 years, and it would never have crossed my mind to go and buy Le Figaro in a kiosk. It's something I could not face. Coming out of the kiosk with Le Figaro under my arm is unbelievable. Today I'm reading Le Figaro online every day, and I think people do surf and read different views, and I can see it in the comments on our website. People are quoting, linking a lot to what Le Figaro would say, or L'Express, and so on. And they would give, if you read the comments, people have strong opinions, but they will always be links to other sources. And I find that it hasn't been this blindness. What I fear is not the political blindness that you would only stick to one side or the other. Is the loss of. There's a concept I really love, is serendipity. Serendipity means finding what you're not looking for. That means you're buying a newspaper because you want to know what's going on in Afghanistan or Bin Laden or whatever, and then you turn the page and suddenly you see a picture of something happening in Guatemala you'd never heard of, and it makes you enter a new field, a new area in which you'd never expected to go, and that's serendipity. That you're being drawn into something you're not looking for. And that I find is the beauty of newspapers, is that you come because you want the basic news on something that you heard about or you're interested in, and then you're being taken by a random of choices to other directions, and some of them can talk to you and some of them you ignore. If you are subscribing to the RSS of only the things you're interested in, then you narrow your scope, and you only read what you're already interested in, and you're ignoring the rest. I think that's the main danger of technology, that allows you to be more and more and more and more specific. This danger is a little bit circumvented by social networks, in the sense that when you follow let's say you have 200 friends on Facebook, necessarily you have something in common with them. You share values, you share centers of interest, but they will have other influences and other centers of interest, and they will draw you to this serendipity that's among the 200 friends. One of them will be interested in Guatemala and will post the story on grape picking in Guatemala, that you will suddenly read and discover something you didn't expect. So I think there is a risk, but I think there is also the real potential for opening rather than closing.